Hello, friends and family. Welcome to day 44, cycle 3, day 1 of my quest to crush aggressive diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, stage 4. My ICD code is C, like Charlie, 83.39, if that matters to anybody, and we're using the R-EPOCH immuno/chemotherapy treatment to do the crushing, which, as I mentioned, today's day 1, so we just started the poisoning today. We'll talk about that a little later. Let's get into status. Eating. I have some stuff to report here, unfortunately. The nausea is back, but managed by eating, so that's not too bad. I got a lot of anti-anemic medication today that should help, but again, we can talk. A little bit of mouth pain, feels a little raw, but nothing horrible. And I will make sure to use my magic mouthwash every day. No more skipping. My weight is still at the top end of my range, of the range that I was having. And then I did some calculations here. So fluid by mouth was about 80 ounces. But I have a total, based on the medication I got today, of 111 ounces. I converted the cc's and liters and all that. That equals about 3.3 liters in total. My sleep was 7 hours and 15 minutes, and I had a 2 hour and 22 minute nap this afternoon after I got back from the clinic. My chemo symptoms are nausea, and the neuropathy. This morning when we were driving to the clinic, my fingers actually hurt when I touch things. They don't do that right now, so I don't know if that was just an anomaly or what happened there, but as far as I can tell, I don't have chemo brain yet. I'm sure that's coming because I'm on the four-day continuous infusion, so we'll see how that goes. My movement was 7,000 steps yesterday, plus I did restorative poses. Don't think I'm going to make my steps today unless something miraculous happens, but you got to listen to your body, so we're just rolling with it. My vitals were fine, but they were a bit high at the doctor's office. We've already talked about how I pace and walk the stairs and all that stuff, so I don't really stress about it. And beyond that, I think, it's kind of some white coat stressful. I know I'm going to get poisoned and I don't really want to be there, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not really stressing about that. I think it was like 140/90. And it was also within maybe a half an hour when I take my blood pressure pills. So again, not really stressing too heavy on that one. Doctor news. So I'll tell you a little bit about my treatment today in the doctor news section. First, we started with pre-meds, so I had Tylenol by mouth. Then I got Benadryl IV, and then I got, just to back up, the Benadryl is for the immunotherapy, for the medication itself, and then the byproduct of the medication, they give you a Benadryl to prevent a body allergic reaction. I think I told you that in the other cycles, but I'm mentioning it again. Then I got Aloxi and Savanti, which are both anti-anemics by IV to prevent nausea as best they can. And then over the course of an hour and a half, I got Rituxan, and I think that's the brand name. I could look up the generic, but that's the immunotherapy that targets lymphoma and kills those cells, so we like that. And then they hooked me up to the fanny pack at about 11:55 a.m., so just before noon. And I contacted the nurse who's coming tomorrow, and they're planning to come between noon and 12:30. So hopefully we won't lose too much time there. So I was really at the clinic from 9 to 12, maybe 12:15 by the time Sam came to get me. And I had to get a ride today because of the Benadryl. They were worried, you shouldn't really drive when you get the heavy-duty Benadryl like that. So there was no other reason besides that. And my labs. All right, so I have my labs. I'll include them up here so you guys can look. So let me scooch over a little bit so you can see the numbers. My labs were much better than I expected. Maybe I should look this way so it looks like I'm looking at you guys. My white count was 8.8. Last time I started treatment, it was 5.5. So I thought that was pretty good. Last week, my WBC was 55, but that was inflated by the medication. So 8.8 still within a normal-ish range, so that made me pretty happy. My hemoglobin was 10.9, which is a little bit up from last week when I got it was 10.7. So again, not too bad. And my platelets came up from 101 to 343. So overall, I have some lows and some highs in here, but a lot of more normal numbers. And I'll like I said, I'm sharing this right here for you guys so you can see the numbers too. But overall, pretty pleased. I mean, I think that this is the information that my doctor keeps saying, you're tolerating this well, because my labs keep coming back looking like this. They also did the full CMP, the full comprehensive panel, and the LDH numbers, which was one of the markers for how many organs were impacted. We talked about last time that was almost normal. So thinking. So those will probably come back in a couple days, and I'll be able to see them online and get that looked at, printed out, whatever. Get those graphs we shared the last time. Hopefully more good news there. All right, so back to news. Do I have anything else for you? I think, mental health headspace. Not thrilled to be doing the treatments again, but feeling overall pretty good considering I'm being poisoned. I'd say I'm looking at the quote I picked here, which was provided to me by my sister-in-law, Melissa. Thank you. I'm going to say that my mental health it's all about attitude. I think that's what we're going to call it. Let me write that down. It's all about attitude. All right. Are you ready? Here's the quote. All right. Your living is determined not so much by what life brings you as by the attitude you bring to life. Not so much by what happens to you as by the way your mind looks at what happens. Circumstances and situations color life, but you have been given the mind to choose what the color shall be. John Homer Miller, I think. I'll put it on, it'll be on the screen. I think like right here somewhere. I think it says Miller, but I can't read my own handwriting. That's sad. She said that she saw this and she really thought of me with this. And I think it's true because I can't control, getting cancer. I can't really very much control the treatment besides declining the treatment. And I don't know that that's an option from my perspective. I want to live. So then I have to decide what my attitude and perception is going to be of the experience. And my perception is, overall I'm doing much better, feeling much better than the last time. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm trying to look at the positive side. And my color right now is the lime green, or I call it Tinkerbell green, because that's the color of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. But I really like that color. I have several t-shirts and scarves and stuff in that color. So right now, that's my color. All right, so in any case, let's keep going. So that's my mental... Okay, so let's talk about my day. So this morning I got up relatively early because I had to get to the clinic by 9 a.m. So I had my oatmeal plus in the car. I had my water bottle. The clinic was 9 to 12. I think I mentioned that already. I took the nap that I mentioned. I made some new removable sleeves. Let me see. Ugh. There we go. Which I modeled roughly. Here we go. You guys can see them. So you see they have like these little ties. So I'll add a link here. I used a pattern for a headband, believe it or not, that like a tie-on headband. But so the issue here is my because I'm hooked up. I don't know if you guys can see my permanent connection here. This is 4 days. They only take it off once a day. So if I put my normal elbow sleeves in here, and maybe I'm going to connect these. I haven't decided yet, so that it doesn't slide around. But we'll get to that. If I did that, then I would not be able to take it off but once a day, and that might get uncomfortable because it would be stuck around the fanny pack and the wiring. But this way with the tie, I could untie it and take it off. So that's what I did. I actually did that while I was at the clinic today. So that's my story. there. And then I also made 2 more Warm Up America rectangles. Here they are. You might be able to see the stitch a little better in this just plain white one. This is what they call lemon peel. Generically, they call it a lemon peel. And it's the same one that I used here in this sleeve. And it's really very simple. It's a double crochet and then a single crochet, a double crochet and then a single crochet. And it gives you this kind of pebbly, peelish, rough peel look. It's very pretty and pretty dense as far as, keeping folks warm. So that's nice. I ordered some dry erase pockets to take my notes on instead of my notebook so that I could keep a whole week's worth of notes for my compilations. So I thought that would be a good solution. That should be coming in the next day or 2. I did send off slabs and requested refills to MBI. And I worked with Sam on his FAFSA. What else? There's something I wanted to tell you about the clinic. Think, Jen, think. It's not coming to me. All right, let's keep going. All right, so my to-do list. I have to do the return light, so I think I'm going to do that tonight. Get on the app at least and get my printed out. I'm going to purchase a light, although I'm trying a light today that I had here, or that my brother... where did I get that? I'm going to call that an angel delivery. It came yesterday. So I got a LED light. What do you guys think? Is there enough lighting or I need more lighting? I'm not using the light I purchased, the ring light, because I'm getting ready to send it back. Or do I need to buy something more as far as lighting goes? So give me some feedback on lighting. I'm still working on Cycle 1 and Cycle 2 compilation, but I didn't do anything today. Oh, and tomorrow probably it's on my to-do list. I need to mix more Magic Mouthwash. So I have a sample here. I think I described this to you guys before. It's a 5 ml medicine for oral use only distribution from BD. We had these for Bill because he had a lot of oral meds. In any case, what am I telling you? This is my last one that's already pre-mixed, so I got to do my 8 days of pre-mix. So I'll do that tomorrow. So I'll use this one tonight, and then I'll mix them up tomorrow so I have them for another 8 days. And I'm considering even making 12 days because I know at 8 days I'm just going to be getting into the time when I don't feel that well. So maybe I should do the additional 4 so I don't have to do any mixing then. So I think I have enough supplies to do 12 of them. So I'm going to look into that. Oh, and my red hat. I might work on the red hat tomorrow if I don't focus on other things. I know I have a robotics meeting first thing in the morning, I think 9 to 10. And then I also have the nurse coming around noon. But otherwise, it's probably going to be a pretty relaxing day. Fingers crossed. So I did want to give a couple shout outs for Speedy Healing to my friend Dan. I mentioned him a couple days ago. He had his thyroid removed today. So I hope that he has speedy healing and no complications. And then he can get on to the whatever's next in his battle on thyroid cancer. Maybe that's it. I don't know staging or any of the other. Last time I spoke with him, we didn't have any of that data. So in any case, he's in our thoughts, and hopefully he's going to crush it, just like I'm crushing lymphoma. We'll both be cancer-free in 2021, right? So Angel Delivery, I already gave a shout out to, let's see, what did we get for Angel Deliveries? I got this light you guys have to give me feedback on. And then I also got, Sam got a coffee mug he can use with his Keurig that keeps it hot for longer, and some socks. Boys always need socks, apparently. So I think that is all I need to have to tell you guys today. Oh, hold on. One thing. Let me share with you. More pictures. So here is pictures of me at the clinic with my mask on and my hat. And here's another picture showing my sweater and how you can access the lumens from inside. And then added benefit, Here, let me show you here. I think I took a picture. I can't remember. I'm going to put this on just so I can visualize. There we go. Because I made my sweater so holey, and it's still pretty warm. Let me say that, because I was warm at this. They asked me a couple times if I wanted a blanket, and I was like, nope, I'm wearing my blanket. I think I took a picture, so if there's a picture, I'll leave it here, and if it's not, I'm going to share with you right now. Actually, I'll share, and then we'll overlay it. Because there's so many holes in my sweater, we were able to just pull the lumen through while I was at the clinic and connect it here. We didn't do that, because that was only for an hour, a couple hours. And then, we didn't do that, obviously, for my fanny pack, because the fanny pack, I'm going to take the sweater off when I get home, so that doesn't make sense. So in this case, it's hooked up underneath. So this is the mess. It's very long. Tomorrow, hoping they're going to shorten it, because this is all the way to my wrist. It's ridiculous. Anyway, it wasn't like that before, so I don't know what's different, but hopefully tomorrow's nurse is going to fix that. All right, so I just wanted to say thank you again to everyone. I got several private messages and messages here in the comments giving me power and mojo for today's beginning of the poisoning. And I really appreciated that. And so thank you. Really, really very helpful in powering me up for this battle. Thank you, and we love you. Remember, every day is a gift. Live it.